It's me again, Wika, and this is my second reflection video of Business Creativity and Innovation course. While waiting from the first meeting to the second meeting, I am given reading material and some video and podcasts to be listened to, and I will try to summarize it here for you. If you watch my previous video, I talk about creativity and innovation, and now I will talk about innovation and entrepreneurship. Innovation and entrepreneurship is talking about bringing up a good idea into reality. Of course, you can apply innovation at some levels in your organization or corporations. You can have it at components level. When you choose that, means you will have incremental or additional changes from what you already have. While if you prefer systemic instead of component innovation, you will have a greater impact or a more radical impact. And then about the dimension of innovation, we have 4 dimensions here. The first one is product, having a new product or new services. The second one, when you have a new product or the new services, of course you will have different processes. The third one is about positioning. It's talking about the position of a product or services or corporation in the market. And the fourth one, the last one, is about paradigm. It's like talking about how to change the way people work or how to establish a new organizational culture. It's mostly talk about people. Further about the process of doing innovation itself, more or less we have 5 steps here. The first one is recognizing opportunity. You can do this step with thinking of a need or a market that is probably incumbent to your organizations previously. The second one is finding the resources. You can start with mapping the resources that you already have, so that later it will be easier for you to determine the resources that you don't have yet. The next one is developing the idea. This is the core process of the innovation itself. It's bringing up idea. And then the next one is capturing value. When we have idea, we have to make sure that we are sure about the value proposition that we are going to bring into the market. And the next one is about strategic implementation, of course. Innovation is driven by entrepreneurship. It's a mixture of vision, passion, energy, enthusiasm, and perseverance and persistence. Well, in many books or many talks that we have heard before, people are only talking about the glitz and glam of an innovation. The way innovation has changed the face of the world, the way an innovation has changed the way people live, and so on. Actually, innovation comes out from discomfort. Innovation is coming up after a long journey or sometimes painful process that is probably untold. And from all of the material that I have read and listened to this week, my reflection is that, since innovation is uneasy, only people who have done their inner work can endure the pain of innovation. Well, if I may define, inner work is like, taking a journey within you. Let me give you some examples from my dear friends who's truly talented and creative, and through an innovation, they gain popularity and even make a decent living. The first one is young fashion designer named Dimas Gulam. Realizing he loves fashion so much, he has taken the anti-mainstream educational path since high school. He got his first client when he was 17, and he continually enriched his ability. Now he has 2 brands. The first one is by Dimas Gulam for his customized pieces, could be dresses, wedding dresses, kebaya, and so on, and Prana Indonesia for his ready-to-wear pieces. He creates clothes by combining Indonesian traditional fabrics that is unique and fashionable, and obviously more casual for younger generation. Developing both brands for more than 8 years, His signature design has brought him into a collaboration with Indonesian fashion designer Anne Avanti. The second one is Joel Hapner, the owner of ZH Picture, a production house that offers solutions for personal or corporations' needs. He previously worked in national television until he realized he can achieve more on his own feet. In his Instagram account, you probably don't see anything special, just a videographer posting his portfolios. But the interesting part here is that he also built audiences on YouTube channel, so that later he can make several revenue streams. For example, from one wedding video, he received a payment from the clients. While he posts the video on YouTube too, he also can receive money through YouTube monetization. The other thing with his videography skill, he's not only using that for client projects, he's also creating contents and finally make another revenue streams. I think this is unique because not every photographer is doing this. Now I hope that I have made clear image from these examples that innovation doesn't have to be as fancy as probably what Steve Jobs or Elon Musk does. Everybody could create innovation. I have learned from these friends that the key of their success is knowing what they want to do in life, and their dreams and ambitions will become the fuel later. Now, back to the basic question. How do we know what we want to do in life?
The answer is that by knowing ourselves better, to invent yourself, to never stop reinvent yourself. There are many ways to know yourself better. One of the easiest way is to take a psychological test that is free on the internet. If I could recommend you one, it's the 16 personalities. It will tell you how you draw energy, whether it's from within or from outside of yourself, the tendency of using logics or feeling, and then how you usually respond to things. Well, it's not absolute. The test will give you some situation that will require you to respond to it, but I think it's pretty much accurate. By knowing yourself better, it is usually will give you a better direction in choosing what you want to do, or at least what you are comfortable of doing. You know, by having this sense of things that you love to do or things that you are comfortable of doing, you will also have this sense of something that you are not comfortable of doing or not love doing. The second one, after you know yourself better, after you have a mini assessment on yourself, the next thing is that to be open-minded, to never limit yourself from trying new things that probably never crossed your mind, because from doing so probably you will discover something other than what you have experienced in your life. Usually you will have more focused vision on what you want to do in the future or what you love to do. Here's a little point of this consistency, is that not everybody is blessed with the privilege of having or discovering great idea in such a short period of time. So if probably you're taking time longer than other people, do not compare yourself with them. Just keep doing whatever you love to do or comfortable doing, so you'll get more experience, you'll get more expertise. Keep making progress, because if you believe in yourself, you'll eventually find your own innovation or invention. Well, to sum up, I think innovation is not about the glitz and glam. It's also about what's behind the glitz and glam. It's about the long journey, sometimes painful process. So to be able to endure that, you have to be sure that you know yourself, you do what you love or what you're comfortable doing, and keep doing that until you find your own innovation. Finally, never settle for less, for second best, for mediocre achievement, for working in something you don't believe in. Never ever apologize for working hard for what you want in life. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Just kidding. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Bye!